Hello, true lovers and friends. Welcome back to another guided meditation with your friends here at True Awakened. My name is Sharun, and today I would like to take a moment to guide you through a meditation practice that is aimed towards helping you connect with and heal your inner teen or your teen self. Before we begin, I would just like to share that often this time in our lives that we are growing as teens and young adults can be one of the most difficult, isolating, and confusing periods we may go through in life. So if any difficult or heavy emotions surface during this practice, know that it is safe to feel exactly how you feel. It is safe for you to be here, fully in this moment. There's nothing wrong with the feelings that may come up. Allow yourself to breathe deeply into each feeling, recognizing its value, purpose, and worthiness of being expressed, allowing it to move through you. I would like to begin this practice by asking you to place yourself in a space and position that you feel most relaxed and comfortable in your body. You may lie down or you may sit upright in a comfortable position, whatever works best for you. I want you to know that wherever you are in this present moment, you are safe to rest and relax into this space and into this meditation practice. I want you to know that I am proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself for taking a moment to connect with you and acknowledge the voice and deeper self that lies within. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. You are allowed to be here now. You are allowed to take up space. Now that you have calmed and rested your body into this practice, I would like you to take a moment to imagine your teen self. What do they look like? Feel like? Think like? Dress like? Act like? Take a moment to reflect and really imagine this. Upon reflecting on your teen self, please take a moment to visualize a place that they really liked to go to, that they really felt safe within. If you cannot imagine such a place, feel free to create in your mind such place that your teen self always wanted to or dreamed of going to, or that your present self now feels safe within. See in your mind's eye the colors of this place, how much space there is around you, whether you are out or inside, the smells that fill the room, the floor and ground beneath your feet as you are standing here observing this space. In this space, You look across the room or into the distance, and you see sitting there at a nice table your teen self. They are sitting there waiting for someone. After further observation, you realize they are waiting for you. You begin to walk over to them and immediately observe the state of mind that they are in. You read the emotions on their face, their level of nervousness or comfortability. You recognize these feelings within yourself that you see within them, and you take it all in. After quietly and gently observing them, I would like you to take a moment to greet them. You walk over to them and say to them the first thing that comes to your mind, which feels most natural and organic to your present self. If you cannot think of what to say or feel a little overwhelmed to see them, you may say, "Hello, teen self. I am future you, and I'm here to be with you today. I am so happy to see you." Let them know as you speak with them and greet them that they are accepted and loved as they are, no matter what. No matter what they are going through and no matter what space they're in. Listen for their response to you. Based on their response and levels of comfort with you in this moment, you may go ahead and ask them for a hug or a handshake if that feels more comfortable to you. If they consent to this, give them a hug or handshake and pour the intention of acceptance, love, clarity, and peace into your gesture towards them. Even if not with words, you have the ability to pour so much love and heart healing into this version of yourself. If they have agreed to this gesture, you may continue afterwards by asking them how they are doing. If they did not agree to this gesture, reflect upon whether your inner teen is ready to open up at this time. If they are not, it is okay to leave this meditation and come back to it when your inner teen feels more ready. Do not take this as a failure or as your present self having done something wrong. Simply take it as a sign to honor your inner teen's boundaries, which is something your present self can provide and may be especially important to your teen self if they did not often receive this kind of respect and validation. As you now continue this meditation practice and ask your inner teen how they are doing, you listen intently. They share with you the details about what is happening in their life, updates on how things are going, and even how they feel about it all. You continue to listen and kindly observe their expressions and what they are going through. You notice the courage it takes to be so honest and vulnerable about certain topics that are difficult. You let them know that you are proud of them and grateful to have them share these things with you regardless. You take a moment to ask them what sort of support they need from you at this time and how you can best advocate, love, and care for them. They continue to share with you details of what's needed for them to feel safe, at peace, and comfortable in their skin. You listen to every word and detail with an open heart, clear space, and calm mind. As you listen, you feel compelled to hold your teen self's hands as you sit at the table across from them. You ask them first if it is okay for you to do this. If they say yes, you hold their hands gently and calmly. Again, imagining kind, loving, and healing energy being passed from the vessel of your current self to your teen version. If they do not consent to this, that is okay. You take their no as an answer and you honor it sacredly. You tell them that is totally fine and they thank you for asking. You continue on in your conversation and decide to share with them after these vulnerable truths that they have chosen to share with you some promises that you'd like to make to them from your present self. You say to them, I know life isn't perfect and I may never be perfect, but I promise you each day, today, tomorrow, and hereafter to do my very best to show up for you, honor you, respect you, listen to you, give reverence to you, and create space for you. Make these promises based on what your inner teen truly needs. In what you trust, you are able to provide for them as your adult or present self. Only you know, as you sit across from them, what they need most from you. Some of these promises may include the following. I promise to never compare your gifts or inner and outer beauty to anyone else's. I promise to practice grace and forgiveness when you are simply learning who you truly are. I promise to make time for you even when life is chaotic and busy. I promise to allow you to move at your own sacred pace. I promise to not judge you. I promise to make room for you and to give you your own sacred space. I promise to not criticize you, put pressure on you, overwork you, or overburden you. I promise to take care of you even on your hardest days. I promise to remind you how powerful and special you are, especially in the moments where you seem to forget. I promise to bring your greatest dreams and powerful visions to life. I promise to validate how you feel inside. I promise to let you be. I promise to never push you to the side. I promise to do my best to help you let go of all your hurt and pride. I promise to help you keep your big heart and wonderful love alive. If you have any more promises that you would like to make to your teen self, take this time and space to do just that. When you are done, you see your inner teen take a deep breath and sigh of relief. You too may be feeling a well of emotions come up at this time. Allow them to surface and express them in their full capacity and as needed. You look across the table at your inner teen, and maybe for the first time ever, you see their full worthiness of love, their value, their sorrows, their joy, and you look at them with complete gratitude and deep respect. Only you truly know what they have been through and the strength that it has taken them to continue moving forwards. They are both a warrior and yet a gentle soul at heart. And now your present self can fully see that. This great energy, balance, and power is incomparable, indestructible, and limitless. Deep down, you know it still lives within you. Your inner teen looks at you now with eyes that are trusting and fully open. They feel seen and heard by you, the person that matters to them most. Your acceptance of their full self allows them to feel safe and greeted with warmth, even when they're going through difficult and tough times. This may be something they are unfamiliar with receiving, so they too may show and express some deep emotions towards you. Allow them to take up this emotional space with no judgment and no shame. They are completely safe here with you, and so are you with them. Because they now feel allowed to honor themselves and how they feel due to the safe space you have now created for you both, your teen self asks you if they can share some promises that they would now like to make to you. You may respond in accordance to what you feel is right for you in this present moment. If you feel you are open, you can continue sitting with your inner teen, willing to hear what they have to share with you. If you feel you are not open to what they have to say at this time, it is okay to leave this meditation here and come back to it whenever you are ready. Your teen self begins to share some promises to your present day self. You listen to them speak calmly and with clarity. Their voice resounds and almost echoes to fill up the entire space as their words fill your ears like water. You listen quietly to your inner teen's promises to you. Some of these promises may include things like, I promise to remind you that you've always been a star. I promise to remind you how different, unique, and amazing that you already are. I promise to remind you that you're outspoken, kind, and good at making friends. I promise to remind you of who you are no matter where you go. I promise to remind you how proud you make me to be you. How proud you make me to be me. I promise to remind you you are so fun and always funny. I promise to remind you you've been capable and worthy from the very start. I promise to remind you that you've already got what it takes. I promise to remind you that you might bend, but you never break. I promise to remind you to let love in and let your light shine. I promise to remind you that you are divine and one of a kind. I promise to cry with you and help you to let go of the shame. I promise to give you room to grow and let you know that you are more than allowed to change. It is safe for you to change. It is safe for you to grow. It is safe for you to move on. And I will always be here to let you know. You may again feel some emotions arise, or see your teen self well up with emotions that they have pushed down for many years. You let them come up for them and for your own self because you are both safe here. As you have come here to provide your teen self a space of healing and love, you may be surprised by how these words give your present self this same feeling. You may realize your teen self has just as much love, protection, and respect to provide you as you do for them. You recognize that you are just as worthy and they are just as capable. You now feel immense gratitude for this version of you as well. All of this time, you may not have recognized the power and gifts this past version of you has held all along to help you with your own present day healing and self-empowerment. What a beautiful moment and realization to be able to come to or return to. I would like to give a gentle reminder as well that these promises are not meant to be perfect or fueled by pressure. They are sacred oaths to your own self that are meant to be fueled by love. They are reminders to you and all of your versions of your worthiness and self-gratitude. They are for you to honor and value in whichever ways that you see are the most fit in your life for you today and for your teen self. Only you know what you truly need and how to best validate and carry out these promises in your present day life. So remember this above all else. Finally, your teen self leaves you with the last few promises, and they thank you for showing up for them. You give them one final hug, and eventually you realize you are now one and are no longer separate. Your teen self lives within you every single day and deserves to be honored and open. You are now in the space to provide them the healing and the hope that they've always needed, wanted, and deserved. You walk from the table feeling whole again, satisfied, self-accepting, understanding, wise, and a little different from before. You now know that this version of you has been worthy all along and that you carry them within your heart and therefore hold the ability to remind them of this, to keep your promises that you've made to them. They also hold the ability to honor the promises they've made to you and bring their gifts and strengths that they hold to your present self along with you both for the rest of the journey. You now leave this safe space feeling deep gratitude, self-trust, and fully recognize the limitlessness and value of all facets of your entire being. All versions of you are worthy. All aspects of you are lovable. You were inherently worthy from the day that you were born. Even at times when you questioned what they were, you now see that even at these moments, you held great qualities and deserved love, admiration, and celebration for who you were and who you were becoming all along. You can leave this space knowing that not only do you hold the keys to heal and empower your inner teen, but they too hold keys for you today to continue to grow and heal as well. This collaborative effort is what is needed for you to open doors in this new chapter of life. And now you trust them and they trust you. You can now return to the present moment. Take a second to be still with present day you. You are here with yourself, of course, but your teen self is here with you too. They hear the thoughts you have. They see the choices you make. You have the ability to live a life that inspires and fuels them to love themselves even more. Because they see you, the real you, they are you, and they are proud to be you. As you return to the present moment, take your time to relax back into the space. You may move your fingers, wiggle your toes, and begin to slowly open your eyes once again. This time, as you see the world, you see it through a new yet familiar lens, and you bring your teen self along with you for the journey. As you heal and grow together, you recognize their strengths and your strengths allow you to help one another to continue growing in love. As you leave this meditation practice, I ask that you take this fullness that you've cultivated in this practice into your everyday life. Also, that you take with you this unconditional love and acceptance of all of your layers and aspects of your being. You have always been enough. You have always been worthy. Now is the time to let yourself truly be. Now is your time to be free. As always, this is Sharun with True Awakened, and I thank you for joining me for another guided meditation. Be well, stay true, and take care of yourselves no matter what you are going through. Namaste.